Hello. Hi, Laura. I can't see you. Where are you? Hello. Everybody unmute themselves. Hit unmute. Make sure to hit unmute. Make sure to hit unmute. Make sure to hit unmute. You have to unmute. Unmute.
Hi, Jackie. It's me, Ana Almonte.
Ana Almonte, how are you?
Hi, Jackie. It's
Good,
Nora.
good.
Hi. How are you guys?
Okay, I figured it out.
Good.
Yay! Welcome.
Yes.
Anna, you're calling from a phone?
Yes.
Okay. Are you going to be by a computer at all tonight, or are you can only able to call by phone?
I'm on my way home, like 40 minutes driving, so I just going to be on the phone.
I see. No problem. No problem. Very good. We're going to give it a couple minutes. We're going to wait a minute or two. It's only 8:28, so I'm glad you joined. We're just going to wait for hopefully some more people to join us. And, you know, I'm going to go on Facebook for a minute, if you don't mind, and I'm going to give a little reminder, shout out, if that's okay, all right? So bear with me for 1 second. I'm going to go back to Safari. I'm going to go to, let's see, Facebook.
A bunch of people. A bunch of people. Yeah. No, Zoom. Oh. Bye. Love you. Okay.
Okay. I see a black screen, Laura Aponte. All right, so I'm back. We'll wait for some others to join us. Hopefully they come on. Let's see. Oh, manage participants. Let's see if people start to come on. Maybe more people will join us soon.
Hi.
Hi, Laura.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
And if anybody has anything, by the way, in the backgrounds going on and stuff, you can always put yourself on mute. That's not a problem, but you can come on and in and out, which is wonderful because this is a much more interactive evening for us. So we can really see each other and talk to each other and get ideas and share with each other, which is really nice. So I love that. So we're going to wait and hopefully more people will join us soon. Just 8:30, and we'll see if anybody else will join us. I know there was going to be a few more people joining us. Let's see. If not, it will be the four of us, and we'll have a very special night together. I had two. Oh, here's Paula. She's coming on. There she is. Hi, Paula. You have to unmute yourself. Hello. Yep, you can unmute yourself. I'll unmute you. I unmuted you, but you can always go back and mute yourself. Hi, Paula.
Hi.
How are you?
Chase hears people talking and he's freaking out.
That's okay. If you have to, and if you decide to mute yourself, that's fine. But
Okay, he might get annoying with the barking. So.
Yeah. If you decide to mute yourself, you can. I have Anna Almonte and Donna Shalif and Laura Aponte on with us. Can you see them up top?
Yeah.
You see that?
I see I don't see Anna.
So Anna is the phone because she's driving home.
Okay.
So and we thought we would wait just a couple more minutes to see if anybody joined us, but by 8:35 we'll get started.
Okay.
So we'll see if anybody else joins us, but we'll wait one more second. I'm just going to tell my new recruit starting now.
Chase.
It was easy once you figured out how to get on, right? Since this is a new way
I
for
had
us.
Jared do it for me
Oh, yeah?
because I didn't know how to do it. Chase, stop. You know what? I think I have to mute myself.
That's fine. No problem.
How do I? Oh,
So right at the bottom left corner, there should be a little microphone, and you just click mute. Good. Everybody else? Oh, here's another person who says admit. I don't know who's joining us, but let's see. And we're going to unmute this person. Hi, who just joined us? Hi, welcome. Who joined us? Hello. Welcome. 732-470-5796. We'd love for you to tell us who you are and who joined us. Hello.
Hi, it's Kristen Salinas.
Oh, hey, Kristen. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh, good. Welcome, and thank you for joining us.
No problem. Thank you.
Oh, good. We're so glad that you're here. Good. And you can go on mute anytime. I unmuted you, but I just wanted you to say hello and join us. And actually, we just had our new recruit join us as well. And Christine Williams, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me, Jackie.
Oh, you're very welcome. I'm glad you could be here. So we have just a few participants. This is our very first Zoom call. And so we're just sort of getting acclimated to the Zoom call. So we may have a few more participants. You can call in if you ever can't make it to the Zoom call, but it's very nice to be able to see each other and share ideas. And so we wanted to get started with this call. We have somebody else who's coming on right now, which is wonderful. So hello, iPad. Welcome. I'm not sure who that is. If you want to tell us who you are. Hi, who just joined us? Oh, Anna Clory. Hi, Anna. Now we can't see you. You were there. Anna Clory just joined us. Okay. Hi, Anna Clory. So I wanted to talk a little bit tonight, and actually, I'm going to talk a little bit. Anna Almonte, you telling her to unmute herself?
Okay.
Anna Clory, unmute yourself. No?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to start off by talking about, I want to challenge for us, and I'm going to put it out there to the team, but one of the things that I thought of doing for ourselves is really renaming our team and coming up with a name. We've talked about this for a while, some of us who've been to conventions before, and I wanted to put a poll out there, but I thought that I would start with our group tonight that was on the phone, and maybe overnight you can come up with ideas. Tomorrow morning I would like to post it on our Facebook page. I think we need a new team name, something that's going to inspire us and going to get us to really come together as a group. And I want to start, and I want to tell you that the time is now to take off and to really start this group fresh and to be a new starting place for this group. We really are going to start with the leadership in this group and bring it to brand new heights. And we're going to do that by starting off with a new name for the group and a new leadership. If you guys want to mute yourself right now and if you have questions to come back in, it may be a little bit easier to talk. So if you're not on mute, if you go to the very bottom left of your screen, it's easier to mute yourself. But think about something that we can call ourselves, because we want to come together and we want to announce ourselves to the world. We want to go out there, and what I'm watching teams do is really come together in a very unified manner, in a very thoughtful, unified group way, where they're coming together as leaders and they are marketing themselves and really doing such an amazing job between social media and going out there together and bringing in new business. And that's really the name of the game. I watched one team within 5 months go from 0 reps to 200. Do you know what that would do for each and every one of you on this phone call tonight? Imagine starting out where you are right now and having, that's 1, 2, you have about 8 of us, or 10 of us, 10 participants right now. Imagine having 30, 40, 50 reps underneath of you in the matter of 4 or 5 months working in this business, and you're talking about $1,000 paychecks every week, a couple $1,000, right? It's about spreading the word and knowing how easy this is to really be selling pieces of jewelry and having fun and being together in a community of women doing this together and empowering lives and really working together as a group, as a tribe of women, helping each other. And we have to do that by staying together, by connecting with each other, and we can do that by working closely. And so one of the things that we want to do is come up with a team spirit and a team name and something that we can do to help each other. And so I want to put that out there because somebody's going to come up with a really awesome logo for us. And we're going to do that, and we're going to incorporate that into ourselves, and then we're going to go out there, and then we're going to have a leadership platform that we're going to really build to the sky, because I'm looking for the next group of leaders, and I want to work with those leaders very closely that want to take this to the next level, that really want to see and have the foresight to see that this business can really be something for them, whether they do it part-time or whether they do this full-time. Working closely is going to bring them new business. It's going to be something. I've watched these people come in and within months have $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 paychecks on a monthly basis by sharing the opportunity, by being motivated, by building teams, by building dreams, by loving what they're doing, and by really helping others, and by sticking together. And I want us to do that because it's there. And so I want your help, and I want to do this together. And we need to do Zoom calls, and we have this number now to do that. And we need to really be face-to-face with people. And we have the marketing now. You know, Park Lane has really invested very heavily in new marketing. So, you know, our new catalogs and the new social media platform and the new videos that are coming out and the new way that they're using Facebook and Instagram, you really want to utilize that. Now, one of the things that I put together tonight to show you guys is this new package that we love so much. Now, Laura Aponte and I, hi Laura, we've always used these great folders that I always have. I don't know if you can see it, but it always says opportunity awaits. I never go out without having a folder with me that has new business opportunity information in it. So when I go to a show, but also in my car, no matter where I go, and I actually have Christine Williams on the phone who can attest to that. A quick little story that I think can help you guys. Right before the last Sip and Style we had, I was at Nordstrom's and I was getting ready to go to our convention, and I was trying on dresses, and 2 beautiful women were walking by and I needed help to decide what I was wearing. And I started to interact with 2 women right by the dressing room, and I was telling my husband, what do you think this looks like on me? And guess what? He could care less what this looked like on me. I was like, Dom, what do you think? Do you like this dress? And he's like, yeah, it looks fine. and I couldn't get him to look up from the cell phone. And I had two women looking at me going, no, it looks horrible on you. And so I was like, really? You think so? And I started interacting, and one thing led to another, and I invited them to our Sip and Style. And believe it or not, one was from Norfolk, Connecticut, and one was from Westchester. And they came to our Sip and Style the very next night. And they drove really far to come. And Christine Williams, who's on the call tonight, won $500 in jewelry at our Sip and Style. And she is our newest recruit. She had her $1,200 starter show on Saturday. It was a great starter show. You never know where you're going to meet your next recruit. Right, Christine?
That's correct. That's correct. I was on the side.
So you don't know. You have to always be prepared. I wear jewelry. I keep information with me. Really, believe it or not, I just had my business cards with me, but I was talking and I think I was excited, and I think I told them about the opportunity and about what Park Lane could do for them, and I shared the information. This new Park Lane Success Looks Gorgeous on You folder that you can buy online at Park Lane actually comes with a great little brochure inside, and I keep information in it, which is wonderful. It tells you about the company, it tells you about the programs. I put more information in it, so I put other brochures in there, and I always have it available. But really, all you need is your business card. One of the things that I did recently, because I was getting headshots done, you can very inexpensively get business cards, but get your picture on your business cards. Get your picture done if you can do a headshot with your jewelry on you, and get your names on them so that you have your business cards with you. They're telling me this is new information that I'm getting from some of these top leaders in the company. You want your business cards with your picture on there so that you can hand them out as you're seeing people, so that you can talk about the company, and then you want information from them so that you can follow up. Okay, you want to be out there, you want to be exposed, you want to have information with you at all times so that you can really get people started. And we want to be talking about recruiting. Recruiting is networking, it's being exposed. You are going to meet people, and they say the busier you are, the better you do in this business. It's not about only talking to people when you're at a show, because if that's what you're waiting for, this business won't happen for you. This business doesn't happen only when you're at a show. The busier, the more network, the more people you know, the more engaged you are, the better you're going to do in this business. So you have a neck on you every single day. You wear your ears to work every single day. You've got 10 fingers, right? Wear 2 rings, wear earrings, wear that beautiful necklace, get dressed up, do your hair, put that piece of jewelry on. Wear your stuff and talk about it. Be excited when you're talking to somebody. Tell them that you're having something at your local Panera Bread once a week. Do something once a month so that you can get out there and invite people. Talk to people as you go day to day to your son's school, as you go to the church function, as you go to your book club, as you go to a temple organization, as you go to do something at a work function after work. As you network with people and you talk about it, fit it into your everyday life. And when you do, that's when you're going to find the most success, I promise you, okay? Once you do that, you're going to see that every day you're making connections with people, and now it becomes about the follow-up. So the question is, I've had people that I put them in front of a lot of vendor shows and a lot of the everyday information where they see people on a regular basis, and guess what? They do nothing with the follow-up. Nothing comes out of their business. And I put the same people in front of a few people, and they get so much out of it because they really do the follow-up. They make the phone calls. They sit down for the hour, and they make the 5 phone calls. And at 5 phone calls, they book 3 parties. And guess what? They make the phone call. They write a thank you. They put the thank you in the mail. Once the thank you is in the mail, they actually then make a phone call to make sure the hostess got the thank you. They schedule things and actually write them on their calendar. Okay? Everything starts with putting a date on your calendar. If somebody tells you they're going to have a party and you don't get a date, that's not a booking. If you ask somebody to do a show for you and they say, oh, I would love to do a show for you. Yeah, that's great. That's not a booking, and that booking is going to happen 6 months down the road. It will happen 8 months. If somebody says to you they'd love to have a show, you say, you know what, October is the best month. I have Thursday the 8th or Thursday the 27th, which is better for you, and you actually get them to give you a date. When that date goes in your calendar and you can actually follow up with that date, that's when you have business. And so you really want to make sure that that date goes on your calendar and you're able to follow up, because that's when bookings truly happen, right? And we can make that work. Now, one of the reasons we called you on this call tonight is we've done a lot of extensive work trying to make sure that our bookings happen. And recently, we've kind of talked about cancellations and shows not happening and shows being moved. And, you know, in our sort of environment, people are always busy. Shows sometimes get moved, and we have to learn how to handle those. And that's part of what we do. And we have to learn to sort of go with the flow and handle those objections. Make sure that we follow up, because when somebody moves a date, if we don't get a new date, that booking doesn't really happen, right? So getting the new date from somebody can be challenging. It takes a lot of work on our part to make sure that we're following up with people and that we get a new date from somebody. And how we work with that and make those phone calls or text message somebody is really important. And we've kind of looked at making sure that the way that we're interacting with our hostesses is on target. And, you know, I put up a post from Mary Grace Lewandowski. I don't know how many of you have watched it, but I'm going to ask you after the Zoom call to take the time. It's 23 minutes. Watch that Zoom. It really is a new way of doing business. She suggests not to send hostess packages, for example, anymore. It's something that I've done for 14 years. And it's something that to consider maybe not doing anymore. It does cost a lot of money to send those hostess packages. People are more interactive today with their text messages. If you're not on Park Lane's social media website, you should be. There are photos that you can use and update. I use Fonto, the app, for example. And I'm going to show you, for example, a message right now. And I'm sure that you may know this already. But I want to show you something. Hopefully you can see it. This is an example of a text message that I've used to send out to a hostess. So I can text message my hostess and invites, right? So in today's world, I have text messages that I can send my hostess so that she can text message her friends. So that is the newest generation of wanting a hostess to get that out to her friends. There's different styles and different pictures that are on that Park Lane social media website. You can pick the style of the invitation that you want. I go into the app Fonto and I use that to update the picture so that I can send that to my hostess. I still probably am going to send catalogs to my hostesses, and I want to work that way. I do think you want to put things in writing to your hostess. And Mary Grace has a great outline of how you can send that to your hostess. When you book a party, you want to come home and you want to write a thank you to your hostess. And you want to tell her that the hostesses mean the world and that they are your business. I send out cherished bracelets to my hostess because it really solidifies. She even gets that before she gets her jewelry. So it kind of keeps her, reminds her of me and goes, oh, okay, you know what? I'm going to have that party with Jackie. And then I send her this catalog and the envelope. But this text message era is important, and you want to make sure that she has something to text message her friends. It's also very important and a great idea the night of the party when she says yes to you. If you send her that invite right then and there, it gets her excited and solidifies the date right there. She can text message her friends. So that's another great idea. And then you're going to want to keep in touch with her. So that's really important. The sooner you book your shows, if somebody gives you a date, the closer you book your shows, the more likely that show is going to happen. So if you book your shows 2 weeks out, 3 weeks out, people don't need a lot of time to book a jewelry event. They don't need 3 months. They need a couple weeks, a week or two, to say yes to a date, because they know what they're doing in a week or two. You know what they're doing in 2 weeks. They don't know what they're doing in 3 months, right? So if you look at a calendar and they know they have next Thursday off, they can call a few friends and say, hey, come on over for a drink. That's all they need to do is put out a bottle of wine, put out a couple of apps. You want to make it as simple as possible. You want to make it so just a few friends come over. You can be around the table. You can make it very casual. The simpler you make it, the more casual you make it, the more likely that's going to happen for you. The better it is for you to get in, and the better it is for you to make it so that other people can replicate that, and that show is going to happen. So I want to make that for you so that you know that it's going to happen. Make it a couple weeks out. Don't make it further than that. You make it casual, let them make it casual, and you're going to see your business start to really expand, okay? So the word show is even sort of antiquated today. A lot of people are using the word fall styling session or get together. So if you start to use those shows in your verbiage, that's another way to change it up a little bit. You can say, let's get together for a styling. Let's get together for a get together or a happy hour. A lot of people are doing them at restaurants. And believe it or not, one of the things Mary Grace will tell you is if you pay for the apps, and I know that sounds crazy, but if you put it out there, think about this. Say you wind up paying $30 or $50 for the app to get 3 or 4 friends together. And you wind up selling $500 worth of jewelry, $600 worth of jewelry, and making $250 and booking 2 shows. Imagine the paycheck and the people and the network that that's going to give you on, right? So was it worth paying that $30 or $50 for those apps to get the people together to help get you started and your business rolling, right? So think about that and the investments in your business to help get people together, because paying it forward, especially when it comes to this, if you're not seeing success right now, if you're not seeing a lot on your calendar, it's really helpful to help get your business started. So I wanted to share those things with you as well. The Mary Grace video is truly an important video. If you don't know her, she's an executive vice president and the top earner in Park Lane. She's probably earning, great money and $200,000 a year. It's somebody that you definitely want to learn from. She's a great team leader, and we really want to help build teams, because that's what this business is all about. We want you to go out there and we want you to think about what it means to bring people into this business. For every one person you bring in and you start training, your business is going to grow tenfold. It's so much more important to be bringing people into this business than to be selling jewelry even, because when you bring them in and they're selling jewelry, then you're really learning, and then you're really delivering the message. So think about that as you go out there as well, okay? I'm going to open up the floor. I've talked for about a half hour, and I want to know how I can help you in your business the most. So I'm going to start with Laura Aponte. If you would come on for a minute. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Oh, hi there.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Thank you for joining. What do you think would help you in your business the most?
Keeping it simple, doing more intimate gatherings, whether it's 2 people, 3, the more the better, we know that. But getting away from the bigger scene, because we've seen it with the hula hands and the sipping style, that it works better. People want to get away from the big crowds. Anyway, I feel that way. With the people I've been with lately, they enjoy a little bit more intimate time. Whether it's a few catalogs and a couple of trays of jewelry, less is more. I think about that, because sometimes a lot of jewelry is just a lot of jewelry. And it takes away from conversation and getting to know the other person.
All good. I agree. Yeah, so no, thank you for that. And so every 3 people, 4 people you're with and you know them and they can get you to the next, it's really about keeping it going and meeting new people. So if you, I know Michelle Zito, for example, she does 2 things that she keeps on her calendar every month, right? She does a lunchtime and an evening that she always has scheduled. And she asks people, which is better for you? Do you want to come to a luncheon or an evening program that I have this month? I want you to either come to my luncheon or my happy hour, and I want you to bring 2 friends, and I'm going to give you a very special gift. So she asks somebody to come. She asks them to bring 2 friends, and then she has this very special sip-and style twice a month, and she's constantly meeting new people at these sip-and styles that she has scheduled on a monthly basis. Isn't that great?
Actually, Jackie, it's been working for me lately to have the smaller crowds because situations at my home have changed. So I have to do more smaller than more time-consuming, bigger things where I can't be out of my house at all.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so I've been enjoying them. I see that people's reaction to that is just a little different. But it's never gonna take away from an event because those are great, like the ones that we did in Carlsbad. If we can get people to get to those are awesome.
Right. Yeah, it's a mixture of both, right? Yep.
It is.
Thank you. Donna, how are you?
Yes.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. How
Good.
how do you
So,
think?
I actually, what's that?
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I did, as you, I don't know, I know you know, but I don't know if anybody else saw, I did a vendor event on Saturday. I don't know what day it is anymore. And I actually did the live. I was a little nervous about it. I still haven't watched it.
I did. You did great.
But, did I? Okay. Thank you. But it was funny because I did the live when I was there. There was not a lot of foot traffic. I met 4 people that actually filled my raffle for the happy hour because that seems to be what draws the people to the table, or keeps them to get their information. So I had done that. I got 4 people. I'm going to follow up with them tomorrow. I wrote down on the back, who they like, what they liked, what they said, like that kind of thing. My biggest problem is follow up, and I really have to push myself to follow up. So I'm going to definitely do that. And I will let you know how that goes. And because I wore that necklace, I got a bunch of, I wore the cosmic necklace and the Kingston earring. And I got a lot of feedback on the necklace, and they wrote that they really liked it. And somebody said, I want one. And then I went to Temple with it yesterday, and I had people sitting across from me, and they're like, I want to order that from you. I want to order that from you. So it was good. It's the first time I actually ever felt like people, because I always laugh. I always say, nobody compliments me on when I wear jewelry, so I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But I never get compliments. But with the cosmic necklace, it really brought a lot of people, towards me, attracted them to me. And I'm going to take those people that said they wanted to order, and I'm going to hopefully turn them into a get-together, sip and style, or a personal appointment.
But I think that the cosmic necklace is probably a little daintier than you usually wear, right? And it's definitely on trend. But it's a really,
Yeah.
I don't mean you, but I just mean like in general, like the whole book is a little bit daintier, and it's definitely like an on style, like,
Yeah.
and I think like we're going in the right direction as a company. Like it's a great piece.
I've tried to wear the statement necklace, like the big statement necklaces when I've gone out to see if anybody, says it. Nope, nobody wants it that.
Dainty is really in, and it's the dainty with like the layered look that happens to be the trendy
Yeah.
right now, So sometimes a good statement.
And I had Erin wear it for her job interview today.
I saw that. That's great.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens.
Good.
But I definitely have to sit down. Like I told you, I got my office set up. I'm not in it. I'm in the other half of the office with the Springsteen concerts behind me. But my office is over there. And as soon as I get my chair together, I'll be in there. But I know what I have to do. I just don't do it. And that's what I have to start focusing on, is the things that I have to do. And I should call you and we should talk once a week, and I will commit myself to do that going forward.
I would love that. And I think it's really about the asking, and don't be afraid to ask, because if somebody says no, it's actually a good thing. We learn to take the no, and we learn to figure out why they're saying no. Sometimes a no is really a no, but sometimes a no is like, I don't know when I could have a party, and it makes us figure out what we could say back as an objection. And we could say, you know what, I know September's bad, but maybe we could do it for you at the end of October, or maybe we can do it right before the holidays, and we can work with somebody to figure out when is a good time, right? So don't be worried about the no,
Mhm.
just ask, and we'll figure out how to work with those objections. Okay?
I also have a question, Jackie. I know we do the Houlihan Sip and Style once a month, and that's great. But if you're inviting people to have coffee at Panera or go someplace else, don't you, like, I feel like I don't know. I just feel weird about it. Like Panera, like being in Panera and whipping out my jewelry, or like, how does everybody handle that?
So I think
Do they ask permission, or do they just go?
No, so I've done different things. So like I did do a starter show at Panera about a month ago, and I didn't ask because I didn't really want to get I didn't want to ask permission from a manager because I didn't want to get a no. We were doing it at a Panera that was across the street from a gym, and the girls were coming out of the gym. So I had taken a corner of Panera. I put some tables together and set up my jewelry on a couple tables. And then we had some traffic coming in at 7:30, and we had like 6 girls there, and it was a $900 show. It was awesome. So it was very nice, and we did a starter show at Panera, and we loved it. I moved 3 tables against the window, put my jewelry out. I took less jewelry than I normally do to a starter show because I knew it would be a smaller area that I had. I didn't do a normal presentation. I just sort of, as people came to the tables, gave them an overview of the jewelry. And so I did it that way. But if I'm meeting somebody for coffee there, I'll take my rollers and I'll put the jewelry that I really want to show them, which is my more delicate pieces. I put rose gold in a roller. I'll put silver in a roller. I'll put my gold in a roller. And maybe I'll take 5 rollers of jewelry with me. And as I'm sitting over coffee, I'll say, oh my God, I want to show you my favorite rose gold pieces. I have to show you them. Let's go over them together. And I'll sort of unveil the rose gold. And then I talk about it, and we have coffee and we start to have a conversation. Oh my God, let me show you the gold pieces now. And I unveil the gold pieces, right? So I'm doing it over coffee, and I'm unveiling them from my roller. And that's a more intimate way to show the jewelry versus in a tray.
Okay.
That make sense?
Yeah.
That's the way I do it. So does that help you answer the question?
Yeah. Have you had any problems going and doing like any kind of personal appointments at any public locations?
Never, ever.
No?
But I will tell you, like, there's different places. Like, for example, the Panera Bread in Fairlawn is crazy busy at lunchtime. I wouldn't set up my personal appointment there because it's just not the right venue for it. So I would know that it's the wrong
Right.
place. I need a quieter place.
Right. Okay.
So I wouldn't pick that place as my venue because I would want someplace more, quiet, because it would just, it wouldn't be right. But the Panera Bread, where I had it in the evening, is quiet because the only people that come in are those gym members after their thing, and at 8:30 it's quiet there, so I could have a back room, I would say know
Okay.
your location.
Thank
So
you.
scout out a location that you know is right for it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Anna Clory, can you unmute? At the bottom left.
Okay, got it?
How are you?
Putting yourself?
Donna, you can mute if you
I
want.
said MIA.
Yes, you have, but never forgotten.
Thank you. Well, the only thing that I don't think I'm in a rut or anything like that. It's just that I've been like, intentionally just like catching up with old girlfriends. But I have to get back to the business. I've ordered some catalogs, but if you girls can do me a favor, you probably have new collection. I haven't purchased anything yet, and I'm going to start purchasing a couple of items, but I want to know what's your top sellers so like that I can invest.
Oh, that's my favorite. You want to know? Okay. So first of all, Anna, let me tell you, Donna, you're on mute, right, Donna? If you go on mute, Donna.
No, I'm not.
If you go on mute, that will help. So.
Okay.
You're there, right? Okay, so first of all, Anna, this is the best catalog that ever came out. So if you get yourself in with this catalog, you are going to find that you love this. So somebody's trying to chat. That's okay, Kristen. Thank you so much. Thank you for being on.
Bye.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
You got it. I'm sorry that you're hanging up. We loved having you. Okay, so we love this catalog, and you're going to wind up doing so well with it, okay? I'm not going to go over everything right now because we can do that on another call. But I will tell you that there are some really top sellers in here that I think you're absolutely going to love. Everybody has their own, tops. But if you know Rose Gold by far is doing very, very well. We love everything from... Oh my God, I just know this catalog. First of all, the Skylar necklace, I've been wearing all the time. I love it, the long Skylar necklace.
Okay.
Right, and that comes apart, so you can do like pieces of the bottom. So that's a great seller. This that I'm wearing right here, you see this little crest necklace?
Mm-hmm.
It's actually the crest. Remember, the crest bracelet that we have? This is the nail. So at Christine's party the other day, we were Googling this, and you can get this piece for about $3,800 real, or you can get it with us at $76 full price, $38 as a half price item. It is an amazing piece, and you can do it in rose gold or in silver. So to me, that's a no-brainer, a must-have in your wardrobe. It's just, you have to have it. This is the piece that Donna was talking about called the Cosmic Necklace. It's a two-piece. It's got like the little zigzag, and then it's got this beautiful, what we call moonstone.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a great piece. Actually, just to tell you a little story, I found this in Bloomingdale's about a year ago, and I found it real for about $770, took a picture of it and sent it to Scott, and that's how it got in the catalog. I love it, and it's one of my favorite pieces. Just one of those really great pieces that everybody's falling in love with. So that's really new and great to the catalog. This is another great piece that is simple and classic and everybody's loving, called Braylin, and the price point is really right. It's $44 full price, $22 is a half price item. Can you see it's got like a lariat right here?
Mm-hmm.
This little lariat slides up and down, and it's got pearls in the back. So you can wear it like this, or you can turn it around and wear the pearls almost as a choker. It is the perfect piece. Everybody loves it. You just have to be very gentle with it because it's a very dainty piece. So that piece is, I call, a no-brainer, and everybody loves that as well. That is definitely in my top 10, and everybody loves that piece. Okay, moving right along quickly to show you. Bear with me. Of course, there's a lot of pieces, and everybody has their own favorite pieces. So I don't want to discourage anybody from getting their own pieces. I just want to share with you something like even this sangria ring has been so awesome. I don't know if you can see it, but it's got a pop of color with this red and rose gold. It's such a beautiful ring in person. Everybody loves this new sangria ring because it's just got a great pop of color, and everybody loves it. So that's beautiful. This is, you have to have. Can you see my wrist? No. Can you see my wrist now? Okay. So first one is this Presley bracelet. This is a must-have. So this is 3 quatrefoils, and then this magnetic clasp is the bomb. So it's a small, it fits everybody's wrist, but it's a nice size bracelet. And it comes in rose gold, it comes in silver, or it comes in gold. Okay, so it's a magnetic clasp. It doesn't come off. It sits beautifully on the wrist, and it's just amazing. So this has been our go-to item. And I would tell you, I sell probably 4 of these at every party that I do.
So that's pretty good for carpal tunnel, huh?
Oh my God, I love this piece. And it's like a David Yurman piece. It's a roped piece with these 3 quatrefoils in there. It's a great piece, $76 full price, $38 is a half price item. We love it. Now with that piece, I'm wearing the Tawny bracelet and I fell in love with this piece. It's a Chanel lookalike. And if you Google this piece, it's called Coco Crush by Chanel. This sells retail for $7,000 real. All right, it's got that quilted Coco Chanel feel to it. We sell it for $54 full price, $27 as a half price item. And it sort of matches that Tawny bracelet. So I love pairing the 2 together, but there's a matching ring, but you can see that quilted motif that Chanel has. So this is called Tawny and this just comes in the rose gold. So I love this set, but that is a great set. So I just wanted to show you that. Okay. And then what else to go through the book? I just quickly, if you go through, but those are like a couple of great pieces. This, the Nilla bracelets, if you want to look up, I don't have them up here, but look for the Nilla bracelets. They're a set of 6 bracelets. They're like white beads and they have 6 bars. Those are great casual bracelets that everybody's loving and you can get them half price for $36. Those are great bracelets. I love them. So you want to do those Nillas, casual and fun and really great. So that's, I would say, a must. And of course, we still sell like these Moana earrings are my go-to earrings. The Buzz earrings, my go-to earrings. The Sonic and the Echo. People are loving as a statement that Blondie necklace. Do you know what the new Blondie necklace is? So people are loving the Blondie as the statement necklace.
And maybe like Donna had mentioned something that, you know, right now people are not into those statement necklace. Donna, probably because it's been so hot and you just don't want to imagine yourself in that right now. But you watch fall, it's going to change.
Maybe, right? I mean, trend-wise, the littler pieces are in. So like the Rue necklace, which is a tiny little circle, everybody loves the Rue necklace. And to have that so that you have like this little piece that everybody can buy, the Rue necklace is a great everyday piece and you can layer with it. So you want to have a piece like that. The Cosmic necklace that Donna had on, it's little, but it still has a lot going on it. So it's a great piece that everybody can really get their hands wrapped around. They love it. But you really want to still have the Blondie necklace in your attire, your wardrobe. So when you put it on, people go, wow. So it's great to carry that one statement necklace with you. So that's great. So those are just some ideas of what to have. But now is definitely the time to get your pieces. All I can tell you is this. October is the month. It's before things get crazy for Thanksgiving and the holidays. People start to tell you they get so busy for the holidays. People start to spend their discretionary income in November for the holidays, and you want to be pre-booked before that. October has always been the #1 selling month for jewelry for 14 years. And you have to book now to make that happen. So if you're going to build your business, now is the time. And I tell you, don't wait. If you use September to build October, your October is going to give you your November shows and you're going to be on a roll. And the 10 people who are on the show tonight, on the call tonight, you guys are going to be in business more than anybody else because you're going to take my advice and you're going to go, you know what? Jackie's right. I'm making my September calls because they're going to give me my October shows and my October shows are going to lead to my November business and I've been in business all year because of it. I promise you. So that's really what you want to do. Okay.
Thank you.
You got it. Thank you very much. Who else is on the phone? BAWGILL@gmail. Who is that? I don't know who that is. Boggill@gmail. Boggill@gmail. Who joined us? Do I know who that is? If you wanted to comment. All right, Paula Mayers. How are you?
Hi.
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 How you doing?
I'm okay.
Do you have any ideas or thoughts, or how you doing?
I'm doing good. What are my thoughts?
Any ideas to help us?
One of my ideas or tips, sorry. One of my ideas or tips would be when I know that we do get cancellations, you know, that's life, but instead of sitting in that slump and being depressed and being angry and being upset, is to then take out your list of the people that owe you shows or people that said that they might book in the future and try to connect with them to fill in those empty or lost shows. Instead of just sitting there and being depressed about it, actually do something and turn it into a positive. Private appointments and private showings tend to also be great because they sometimes will lead to the bigger shows because they'll see what happens or they'll see how much they want and then they'll want to book. So filling in with those private appointments sometimes do help you to get the bigger shows. Sorry, and the BAWGIL, do you see that?
Yes.
Okay. But that's a great tip. I know that people also, in the beginning of September, it's craziness with Jewish holidays, getting back to school, everybody in sports and the schedules getting together and everything like that. So if people aren't getting in touch, I know that we always said text messaging was not great, but nowadays tends to be what everybody does. And if you try to make that phone call and you're not getting a response, to try to do a text sometimes will lead you to that, yes, we're great, we're on, I'm just super busy, I can't talk right now, but I'll speak to you over the weekend. You get that confirmation. So you have that connection, but I do always follow up with a phone call, not just with text messaging, because you do need to develop that personal connection with the person and get those questions or just to be able to speak to your hostess before you're going to show up at their house. But I will text message every once in a while to try to connect with my hostesses because I know I'm super busy. My weekends come and go, and now I'm like back to like crazy week again, and I've gotten nothing to, you know, like you try to squeeze everything in, and sometimes it's hard. So to be able to sit on a soccer field and go down my list and be able to text my hostesses have been helping me. So. And I do the texting of the invitations. People love them. They think it's super easy. And they love the choices. I usually text them a couple templates. And I say, which one would you like for your invitation? And sometimes that gets them a little more excited about it too. And it also shows them a sneak peek of some of the jewelry. So, yeah, I don't know what else.
That's a good idea. I like that idea. Sending them like the couple and saying, which one do you like?
Yeah. What else? I don't know. I'm like foggy. I'm a little sick, but I won't admit to that. So I keep thinking it's allergies, or I keep saying to myself, what else? I don't know. I don't know what else.
I think that's good.
Okay.
Anybody have any questions for Paula?
What's the app again? I'm sorry, I just been a little bit lost.
So on Facebook, Crystal Sanchez, she runs, right? That's her name. She runs the social media for Park Lane. And if you like the Park Lane social media group, then you'll see you can scroll up. It was from a while ago, but she put tons of templates on that you could actually save to your phone as a photo. And then like you copy the image, you save it to your phone. And then you can go into, there's a couple apps. You could do Phonto, Phonto, You can do PicMonkey, PICMonkey. Hold on, let me see which other ones I use. There's a couple, and what you do is once you have your picture in your saved photos, you can go into one of those apps, pull up the picture, and then it lets you put text on it, whichever colors and fonts, and you can change it around, and you can change them and then text it to you save it and text it to your hostess. So then she's able to text the invitation right to her friends and family, which is super easy. Let me see. Yeah, PicMonkey, Fonto. Those I think are my two favorites. Canva is another one, but I like the other two.
I have a really hard time with Canva. It doesn't work for me as well.
I don't mind it. I like the other two better though.
Yeah.
Yeah. But and you could do that with anything. Like if there's a picture of, like, say you're doing a personal picture with like jewelry on it or whatever, and you're texting a friend and you just want to show them, like, look at this piece, I thought of you, or whatever. And you can, like, you know how Instagram, all the kids like write stuff on it. You know, it's very on trend and like up to date and youthful. So it's an easy way to just text a picture. And now
I made something, I popped on Facebook today. I did that in.
Right. Nowadays people are so quick to like pick up their phone and look at things rather than, you know.
Right.
Unfortunately, like I had a hostess who was like, I'm crazy busy. I have my invitations. I just have to go to the post office to get the stamps, to then mail it out. And it could, like, her text almost seemed like she was overwhelmed. There was so much going on, but she's all on board. She wants to do it. And I was like, don't stress. If you want, here's an invitation. I texted her an invitation with all the information on it. I'm like, you know, if you want to use the invitations, that's great. But if you want to save the trip and not have to run to the post office, just shoot this out to friends and family. Because sometimes, like, if you don't get around to it, then all of a sudden it's going to be too late. She's not going to be able to invite her friends. Nobody can come. You know what I mean? So if she has that invitation, she could just text everybody. It just seems like less work for her. And it gets her, like, something off her checklist. Like, she's done with one step, you know? And it makes it a little bit easier for her. So she was, like, excited about that. So those are the two apps that I would recommend. That's it. I don't know. Your turn.
That's good.
Next. I'm gonna mute myself.
Thank you. No, that's helpful.
Somebody else has to ask.
I'm trying to think if there's other questions. Definitely, if you're not on Parklene's social, it's called, and I actually took a picture of it today to help one of my new recruits get onto it on Facebook. If you're not a member of that group, you should be, because there's new stuff that's posted there every day, and it really is very helpful. And I just want to tell you the name of it. It's called Park Space Lane Space Social Media /visuals. And if you go to the not to the photos and not to files, but to albums, that's where it has all of those pictures. So you want to be part of that. And then you'll see a lot of stuff. Okay, so that's a great place to go. And I will ask our new recruit if she's still on. Christine, are you still on?
Yes, I'm still here.
So what do you think about our first Zoom meeting?
I think it will be helpful.
Yeah, did you learn lots of stuff tonight?
I did, especially about sending out the text messages or invites to your, prospects, and how to update those.
Good.
Invite.
Okay, and I'd love to put you on to the region page. Again, I'm going to ask everybody to come up with ideas, and I'm going to put it on the region page to come up with a new name for our group. I know you're not on Facebook. If there's any way to come up with a way to get on there, it definitely helps you to be part of all that we do and any information that's out there. So yeah, we will try to keep everybody posted of information. I'm going to try to do these Zoom calls once a week, all of us together once a week, so we can really create more leadership. And then I would love for others to start to take these Zoom calls to do once a week. The more people we create doing these calls, the more people we get connected to this group, the better we're going to do. Okay, guys? Christine and Brenda and Paula and Anna and Donna and Laura, thank you very much for joining. Is there any last questions or anything that we can do for anybody?
Thank you.
No.
Jackie,
Yes.
it's me, Ana Almonte.
Anna Almonte, you're still there. You know what? I wasn't seeing your phone number or name across the thing. How are you?
Really? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Yes, I'm being in the call the whole entire time. I was driving, but I just get home. I wanted just tell you that yes, I'm totally agree that maybe we need to change the name to our group because it's like a new beginner for all of us.
Yes.
And we need the new name. We all need to think about it, and we're going to come out with one name, which is going to be great. I know that. I'm totally agree with you and Paula about this month is the time to call people for booking your October and November. And if you do that now, you have I would say almost 80% of chance to win. Because first of all, when we are right now, September 17th, and you are talking to October or November, people feeling so far away, but it's literally like a month and a couple days more. Also, holiday is around the corner, and people start getting festive, and it's like a different spirit. So, in my personal, honestly speaking, I've been putting a little bit of time and making phone calls, and yes, I do have a lot of no's, but I already added like 3 bookings to my October in my calendar. If I wasn't making the calls, I won't add anything in my calendar. So I really encourage people to make those calls, spend to your people that you know and the people that your people know. If you don't know from where to start, and I know you will get something, and if you put in 1 or 2, it's something that you didn't have it in the past. So that's all I want to say.
No, I think that's really helpful, Anna, and I think that's really important. Thank you very much. You really have dedicated like some time in the last couple of weeks to going through and thinking about who you wanted to call and looking at different lists of people and deciding that you were going to make those calls. And I think it changed your entire fall.
Yes, definitely. Oh, also, I want to add something like Friday, I did a show, which cost me a little bit of work to put in together because she never say no, but she get all the excuses possible for no have the show. But don't even ask me how I wrapped everything that I ended up went to her house. So finally, I did a show on Friday, and she did have around 11 people. I just want to share this through a story, okay? Especially for new people, the people that try to get back in the business. You need to go mentally prepare that this is a business and things happen. But that if you go in your mind with positive and things that maybe won't happen, you won't feel that, okay? So this is a business. and we go to try to sell as much as we can and booking as much as we can. But if you see that things don't take in that road, don't get depressed and don't feeling like you're gonna give up, because then that attitude is gonna be contagious and you're gonna make your trip for nothing. So make the story short, she had like around 11 people, and around 4 people was the first 4 people to step out of the room leaving without purchase anything, which doesn't give a good message to the remaining people. So when I see that happen, or they say, thank you, it was so wonderful, I love your presentation, it's a nice jewelry, but I'm leaving, hopefully we'll see you again. I just try to say, oh, no problem, thank you, here is my business card, can I have your number to follow up with you with the party, and also and see if I can help you with anything. So they gave me the number. At least whoever was in the room saw me, that we was talking, was not like, okay, I'm leaving, I'm running from you. So anyhow, for the remaining people that stay in the room, they was walking around the jewelry, keep trying all of the stuff. So finally, I say, I'm here around for you guys. If you have questions or you are ready to place your order, I'm here. So finally, one person coming, then the other person coming. So I ended up with 5 orders, and I sold maybe $400. For 11 people to sold $400 wasn't the best show, but you know what happened? I wish every week I got the same show and sold $400, because then I'm gonna sold $1,600 in the month, and I will make over $500 in commission. That's the way I see it. I will be happy if I sold 1,000 in one show, but if only sold 400 times 4, it's gonna make numbers. I just want to share that, because you have to go with big mentality, but also little by little is added up. All right.
And
I just want to share that.
I think that's great, Anna. And I have a question for you. Were you able to get any bookings at your show?
Yes, I did one. I get one
To me,
for November.
I always say this. To me, it's so much more important that you met the next person, because the next show could be a $1,500 show. And if you hadn't had the show that you had yesterday, it wouldn't lead to your next business.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right? Definitely.
So to me, what you gained from the show, you might have had a small show, but it gave you your next opportunity, which to me is like the most amazing part of the business, that it keeps going then.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
So no, that's very, very important to look at it that way, for sure.
Yeah. All right, girls. Good night.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. I thank you very much. I wish everybody a very good week. And thank you. And we'll be back. And I think we need to do these on a regular basis and look at this as our opportunity to share and build our businesses. So thank you. Stay on track. Make those calls. And I want to hear what you did this week. So come back next Monday and we'll talk again, okay? Thank you very much. Signing off. Good night.
Good night.
Night, guys.
Night, Jackie.
Night, Donna. Night.